Most people don't know what's holding them back, but you do because you listen to me, Sam, your self-care guru and journal junkie. Welcome to Journal Entries, your safe place where you can tune in weekly to get tips, tricks, and journal prompts to uncover your feelings, gain clarity, and make your move. Welcome back to our 5-minute journal prompt. As I was going through my divorce, my son was only 10 months old, and I was left with full custody. Leaving my husband was single-handedly the hardest decision of my life, yet I also felt the most clarity and hope for the future. And single parenting has been the most overwhelming and overstimulating, yet I've felt this constant peace and presence throughout. Today, I get to walk you through how I've managed to get through these emotional times in my journals and to identify your own emotional clutter that you can begin to sort through. You can now bring out your journal, open up a Google document, which might actually be the preferred method for an entry like today if you have a lot on your mind, or even just think through these if you're driving, maybe doing dishes or cooking dinner. I have 3 parts for you today. I'm going to first walk you through how to do an emotional brain dump, followed by a body scan, and then quick analysis so that you have your own starting point of where to start to dig deeper and direction on how to do so. So let's get started. Prompt number 1, jot down an emotional brain dump. Write down what's on your mind. What bubbles up when you give yourself the space to write freely? It can be your to-do list, something that happened at work, an exciting event coming up, something specific that's overwhelming you or stressing you out, or all of it. Just write as much as you can. If this is the first time that you've journaled in a while, you might want to give yourself a whole 5 minutes for this alone. And like I said, typing it out will make it go even quicker if you've got a lot on your mind. But for now, let's pause and we're going to do a body scan. I would love for you to close your eyes if appropriate. If not, that's totally fine. And we're going to start at the top of our head and scan down slowly, starting from our forehead. So just slowly think about your forehead and how is it feeling? Do you have a headache? Are you holding any tension there? Or does it feel rather light and carefree? And continuing to scan down behind your eyes, scan down your ears, your sinuses, continuing to going down your neck, your shoulders, your chest, going all the way down your body, checking in on yourself, really asking yourself how you're feeling, if an emotion comes up, if you're holding any tension, aches, pain, cramping, and stop anywhere that you feel some resistance. That's where you can ask yourself what emotion you might be holding there. It might be guilt, shame, fear, loneliness. Pause and give yourself that space for something to come up for you. a few moments for you to finish your scan and to jot down your emotions in your journal, on your document, or just honor them in your mind. Our final prompt is to look through what you wrote down through your emotional brain dump and any emotions that may have come up for you during the body scan. What words did you write down multiple times? What names did you mention frequently? What situations came up for you that you didn't expect? Did you get emotional when writing about any of it? Think of these things as you read through what you wrote, and maybe circle anything that comes up for you, underline something, and just do this analysis. This is the start of how you make journaling personal, of how you make journaling worth your time. This is now your manual for what to journal through. Not prompts that you find on Pinterest, but any of the things that you underlined or wrote or just brought up a bigger emotion in. These are the things that matter to you and are worth spending a little bit of time digging deeper to understand what's beneath it and what clarity might come from it and action steps to get to where you want to feel or get to where you want to be. I would suggest starting with just one of those things that you underlined, one of the big emotions that came up, or one situation that feels heaviest for you. From here, use my Calm Mind Blueprint. It's a completely free 5-day challenge with my 5 most powerful prompts to get you to dig deeper and to work through an emotion or situation without getting stuck in it, so that you'll gain clarity and end with action steps. You can participate as if it's a 5-day challenge, but you also get all 5 prompts right up front so that you could also just do it all in one sitting if you wanted to. If you do it as a challenge, the prompt should take you about 2 minutes each day. If you do it all in one sitting, it'll take you about 10 to 15 minutes. So again, choose one of the items that came up for you in your brain dump and body scan, and then start with the first prompt after you download the Calm Mind Blueprint. Along with the prompts, you'll get access to a private podcast where I give you guidance and examples through each prompt. Again, all of that is free, and it is the 5 prompts that I use to this day anytime I have a big emotion that I would want to work through or that I want some clarity from. I will include the link to download that in the show notes. Thank you for journaling with me today, and I will see you next week. Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's journal entry. I love connecting with my listeners, so make sure you screenshot this episode and tag me on Instagram at samantha.s.says so I know you're listening. And don't forget to grab your free training and journal prompts at www.samanthapenkoff.com/podcast.